Hey everyone, today's video is going to be all about my study abroad trip to Germany. So yeah, I know I've been talking about it a lot and promising this video, and I'm finally here to do it. Wow, my eyelashes are like sticking together. The room has like a very, like warm tone to it right now. I busted out my Lorac Unzipped palette and did like my fall eye look. Got the lips, the burgundy top, the string lights, like I'm so ready for fall and I can't wait to experience fall in another country. I'm a little bit sad that I'm gonna miss October here, but anyway, I'm just like rambling, but I thought I would mention it because I love like the vibe right now, and I curled my hair. Like, when do I ever do that? I don't know. I thought it would be cool. I am not doing like a super long study abroad program. When a lot of people hear study abroad, they think it's for like a whole semester, and my trip is like a specific like program. So I'm not going over to kind of like a host university and like going to school there but just in another country. Like, it's actually a set program like through my school. I know that's a little bit confusing, but anyway. So we're going to Germany for 5 weeks starting October 4th, and it's October 2nd when I'm filming this. I will be over there by the time you guys are seeing this. But yeah, so we're over there October 4th and come back November 7th. So crazy. I've never been, well, for one, away from home for that long, but I've also never been to Europe. I have been out of the country. I've been to Mexico 3 times and I've been to Canada, but I've never like flown to Europe, and I've never gone on any sort of trip by myself, which is crazy. Now, we're not by ourselves. Like, it's not just me going over there. It's with a group. So this whole semester, we've had special classes together. So it's blocked off from anyone else who's taking like normal classes and isn't traveling abroad. So there's 17 of us and 2 professors, and we take all of our classes together. Each professor teaches 2 classes each, and then we have another class in addition to it, which is online, and then I have another class in addition, so it's really insane. But yeah, so this whole semester, we've been doing different things. Our schedule has been super different so that, we can leave. But it is like a self-contained program just for us. Like, no one else is in our classes or anything, just all of us that are traveling. So we're all going together. Our professors are going with us. And for me, that is like so amazing because I would not be able to just go over like by myself with no support from either classmates or like a professor. So it's really great in that aspect. But yeah, so we go over there for 5 weeks and do a whole lot of things, and we have a whole lot of travel time too, which is awesome and makes sense. But so we get over there and it's a long plane ride. I believe it's about 8 or 9 hours. Maybe pushing 10, I'm not exactly sure, but it's a long plane ride, and it's really rough because we leave the United States at about, I think, 4:45, 5 o'clock-ish, and because the plane ride is so long, but also because there's a 6-hour time difference, we get there the next day at 8 a.m. So like, we leave and it's like, oh, normal, whatever, like, I'm fully awake, like it's afternoon time, whatever, and get there and it's the start of a new day. So we're gonna be so jet lagged because of that. But we have 1 day of downtime, and then over the weekend we are traveling as an entire group. So it is like our professors are coming with us, and then like associated professors. So our program works with a local college for teachers in Germany, but we immediately basically go around Germany, and we're going to Augsburg, and we're going to the Zugspitze, which is really cool. I believe it's the highest point in Germany. gorgeous. And then we are going to Fusen and the Neuschwanstein Castle, which is the inspiration behind the Cinderella Castle. It's like the real one. And I don't know if we go anywhere else. I can't remember. I feel like there's another city that I'm not remembering. But yeah, so we do that all as a group, and then we come back, and then we have time where, like, obviously we have class. Like, we're not just going over there and like doing whatever. So we have class as well. And we have, I believe, 2 weeks in a row where we are like going to the college and having classes there and like lectures and meeting with German students, because I am going to Germany, I think I mentioned that. But yeah, and so we have about 2 weeks of that. We are going to be going to like in a school. They separate their years differently, but I think we're going to a 5th grade classroom and a 10th grade, or the equivalent at least. So that'll be interesting. We're going to Dachau, which is I forget if it was like a work camp. I don't know. It was one of the concentration camps, so that's going to be interesting. Really sad, obviously. And we have this like Jurassic Park like excursion where we're going to some like archaeological dig site or something where fossils were found. So that's really awesome. But we have a lot of time on the weekends for traveling. So we have a lot of like 3-4 day weekends, and then the last, I believe, 9 or 10 days that we are there is completely up to us. So we can go absolutely wherever we want, and it's just crazy. Like, it's gonna be so weird being so independent in that way and just being able to literally hop on a train and go wherever for the day or for the weekend or whatever. But yeah, I am a little unsure of what I want to do, just because there are so many little groups within our big group, and I don't know, I just don't want to like intrude on anyone's group, you know, like just tag along. But I kind of thought about going to Paris if anyone else is going. The Swiss Alps would be really cool to go to, but I really want to like deeply get to know Germany. And I just think it would be really cool to get like a deep cultural sense of the country, and not so much just like bounce around for like 1 or 2 days in other countries or cities, but really just get to know the place and get to know the area where we're living. And I think it'll be really cool. But so like in terms of living and stuff, we're staying at a student hotel, which is cool, so it's kind of like a dorm. But other than that, you kind of, like if you're traveling, you stay at like hostels or a bed and breakfast or like an Airbnb type of situation. So that'll be different for sure, like setting up all those things on my own, because obviously if you just travel with your family, you're not the one planning every single last thing. But I think it'll be really cool, like just all the different things, and the fact that it's fall is going to make it so much cooler. For one, the weather is going to be a bit cooler. I believe it's going to be in like the 50s, 60s-ish, so that'll be a nice change, because here it's still like in the 80s. And obviously it'll be fall, so there's like pumpkin festivals, and I know a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, you'll be there for Oktoberfest, but Oktoberfest is actually in September. It ends before we get there. So not that, but there are local like beer festivals and things like that, which is a cool experience. I don't like beer, but yeah, and just little things like that. Like the food is going to be different, you know, a lot of like sausage and bratwurst and sauerkraut and potatoes and breads and things like that. Oh, I'm so excited. I just feel like it's going to be such a crazy experience. Like, I can't believe I'm going. I've known about this trip for a whole entire year now, and I honestly can't believe that in less than 2 days I will be in another country for 5 weeks. That's insane. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. But I'm planning on doing like a video when I get back as well, kind of talking about all my experiences and stuff like that. And in terms of videos and whatnot, I have, and like if I'm going to be vlogging or things like that, I have been trying to pre-film videos, so I'm going to try my best to get them up. But because I'm so short on time, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to edit and upload all of them before I leave. So I know I will have a few that I've like filmed today that won't be an issue for me to edit, but for the things I film tomorrow, I'm not quite sure. And I don't know what the Wi-Fi situation is going to be, how strong it's going to be. So I really wanted to put this video up to say, like, you know, I'm going to be abroad. I don't know exactly what the situation is, but I have some things planned and hopefully that'll work. As for vlogging, I do not plan to do any sort of daily vlogs, but I will be taking my vlog camera around with me. So there will be a lot of pictures. I will do like short clips when I go to really cool places or just when I feel like doing that. But for like safety reasons, I just want to be like vlogging. I feel like that would really like point me out as being a tourist, and I don't really want to like draw that kind of attention to myself. We'll see how it goes. I might go and not pull the camera out a single time, or I might film all the time when I'm there and end up with a lot of different like travel vlogs. So it won't be like daily vlogs, but more like, you know, a compilation of different days and events and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. That kind of gives you like a little bit of information about it and what I plan on doing and what it's gonna be like. I'm so excited. I'm gonna miss like my family, my boyfriend so much. It's gonna be really difficult to be away for it's going to be really difficult to be away from them for so long and to also not be able to communicate as easily because of the time zone. So like, you know, when they're eating dinner, I'll probably be asleep. So figuring out when to talk to them will be a little bit difficult, but I'll be so busy most of the time that I'm sure that's not going to be too much of an issue. I know that kind of sounds bad, but you know it's true. So you don't have that much time when you're like traveling all the time. But yeah, I'm so excited. Let me know if you have any pointers for traveling in Europe, anything in Germany especially that you would recommend that I go and see or do or eat or visit, just really anything. So yeah, and just let me know if you have been traveling anywhere lately. I would love to know, yeah, what you guys have been up to, where you've been traveling, all sorts of fun things like that. So thank you all so much for watching. The next time I sit down to film will be when I get back, and I can't believe that. It's so wild. But yeah, I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone.